Hello and welcome to Studio Quarantine. On today's show, you'll get to see the latest Charter Challenge.
You'll see this week's Dog of the Week.
And you'll see the awards that Studio 415 has recently won.
All that and more coming up next.
Cloudy days and there's no smiles. Stay at home and sleep. Studio quarantine. Watch the news unfold. This is getting old. My house is really boring.
Welcome to Studio Quarantine. I'm Cad Hamrick.
And I'm Seth Lehman.
Back in March, the students of the Radio and TV 2 class got the opportunity to travel to the University of Indianapolis.
There they took part in a competition. Studio Quarantine reporter Gage Fisher brings us the results.
The Indiana Association of School Broadcasters, or IASB, is an organization that consists of several high schools and colleges all around Indiana to promote professional excellence and student recognition in media education. The president of IASB, Bob Johnston, spoke upon the expected numbers of the event.
Our spring conference and award show has over 800 high school broadcasting students in attendance, representing about 50 high school and career and tech centers. It is definitely the largest high school broadcasting event in the state, and I would say it's larger than any other broadcasting conference at any level.
The day began with a group meeting of all the attendees at the conference, informing how the day would be shaped with all of the events and activities to come. Once this opening meeting was concluded, all were invited to visit a few of the breakout sessions. These sessions ranged from music video creation to sportscasting with the voice of the Indianapolis Colts to how to create and tell a story by yourself. All of these sessions were presented by volunteers and were hosted all around the campus of the University of Indianapolis. Following the sessions, a panel of former alumni from the University of Indianapolis voiced their experiences of their career so far. Ultimately, the stage was set for the most anticipated time of the trip, this being the award ceremony. The categories range from music video to radio drama. CHS's RTV2 class received an honorable mention for television school newscast. Although there are many group awards that are being distributed at IASB, there is also an individual aspect of the competition. Carroll's own J.P. Susantio and Daisy Macias received second place for the category of corporate video. Susantio and Macias also earned an honorable mention for their work in video in depth. J.P. Susantio was credited with an honorable mention with his entry into the short film category. Brandon Hedges entered into the video newscast live competition, getting to the finals and having the opportunity to perform live at IASB. Jacob Inman received third place in the radio drama category, the very first radio award Carroll has ever gotten. Finally, Daisy Macias, who entered her music video into IASB, was awarded first place. The judges commented that it was a breathtaking video production with incredible transitions. Macias also spoke upon the difficulties of the day of the recording.
The entire day was just insanely crazy, and I didn't even want to eat at some points because I just want to get this done before the sun goes down, because at the end of the video they're supposed to be at a fire, and so I needed a light for that, and the sun was going down and I was like, oh my gosh. So it was basically a race against time the entire day.
The award of first place was only ever won by one other charger in all of the years of CHS attending the conference. The RTV2 group has set their eyes on the future with next year's conference, where they hope to place higher.
COVID-19 sucks. Some students haven't been dealing with it very well.
Studio Quarantine reporter Cameron Yamas brings us more about the virus and how students feel about it.
Coronavirus has very obviously interfered with the daily lives of every American for the last few months. This includes people losing their jobs and having to remain in self-quarantine. This also means that schools across the nation have had to close down, some schools even closing down for the rest of the academic year. Not too long ago, Carroll High School decided to close school for the rest of the 2019 to 2020 year. This means that activities put on by the school, like prom and graduation, could be in jeopardy, as social distancing rules may be put in place for longer than expected.
And I definitely think that this precaution we're taking is very necessary, and I think hopefully in the next few months we're going to see a change.
Teachers have had to resort to new methods of teaching called remote learning. Students each day had to join either a Google Meet or Canvas conference from 8:30 to 12:15. Each day, the teachers continue to teach the daily lesson as if students were still there, so homework assignments and projects are still being assigned each day to keep the students busy. But some say that this way of teaching isn't actually effective as actually being in the classroom.
I think it's more difficult because we get more busy work and I don't really have that much motivation outside of the classroom. So it's harder to get things done.
As school continues from Monday through Thursday, remember to stay inside and keep social distancing. From Studio 415, I'm Cameron Yamas.
This week's Charger Challenge brings us into the digital world.
You'll see a Minecraft Charger Challenge between 4 students, hosted by Lucas Harold and JP Susantia.
Welcome to Season 2 of the Charger Challenge, the Quarantine Series. I'm your host, JP Susantia.
And I'm Lucas Harold.
And today, we're going to have 4 contestants competing in a Minecraft tournament, all to win
the Studio Quarantine Cup.
I'm Andy, and I'm from Huntertown Elementary School, and I'm going to win because I know all the words to Captain Sparkle's Minecraft parodies.
I'm Derek. I went to Oakview, and I'm going to win because I'm better than Jonathan.
I'm Jonathan. I went to Perry Hill Elementary School, and I'm going to win because Derek is the best player here.
I'm Allie. I went to Hickory Center Elementary School, and I'm going to win because I'm the only one here that's not full of testosterone.
Round 1 is TNT Run. Challengers will sprint around the area as the platform falls below them. Last player standing moves on to finals. The round will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. It seems right away that our opponents are phasing right through the ground, maybe due to some server lag. Andy and Jonathan are ensuing in a high-speed chase, could be possibly dangerous, as Allie is employing the social distancing technique. Now it seems that Jonathan and Andy have been eliminated, only leaving Derek and Allie. And it looks like Derek has fallen, which means Allie is our winner, moving on to finals.
For the next challenge, the remaining 3 contestants will compete in a game of Spleef. Spleef is a game where the player has to destroy the ground beneath the others in order to make them fall. Let's see who can make it to the final round. We have our 3 contestants lined up, Andy, Jonathan, and Derek. We see Jonathan is the first to make a move while Andy plays defense and stays in his spot. Derek starts blocking Jonathan off from reaching him and then retreats as he tries to make a turnaround to the other side of the arena. Then Derek starts digging at the ground beneath him while Andy is hiding on the other side of the arena, letting Jonathan and Derek duel it out. Oh, and there goes Jonathan. Derek has knocked him out of the arena. Andy, not being able to hide anymore, starts shielding himself off. Almost falling in, Andy makes it out and is breaking the path for him. And that's it. Andy has knocked Derek into the void and he is now moving on to the final round with Allie.
The final round is parkour. Players will race each other to the end of the course, jumping and climbing from block to block in order to take it all. On your marks, get set, go. Allie has an explosive start,
Andy having a good head start as he instantly jumps to the ladder,
where she will now make the strafe jump around it.
And he pulls off the slime jump perfectly. Oh, and he seems to have run into the glass wall instead of jumping to the next platform.
She decides not to use the second trapdoor, instead uses it as the longer platform and makes it across the line, completing the final challenge.
Okay, after winning the parkour challenge, Allie has won. How do you feel?
I feel pretty alright.
Andy, after losing second place, how do you feel?
I was robbed.
Derek, how do you feel after placing...
I've been cheated.
Alright, nice. How do you feel? Charger challenge!
Welcome to this week's Dog of the Week. And this week, we have a very good boy.
Studio Quarantine reporter Casey Bain introduces us to Bosley Bentley Bigglesworth III.
Introducing this week's Dog of the Week, Bosley Bentley Bigglesworth III. This majestic creature is a 6-year-old golden doodle. Bosley enjoys sleeping and sitting outside. He is incredibly friendly, but you gotta be careful because he pees whenever he is pet by someone he does not recognize. One of Bosley's many talents is that he's pretty good at catching toys out of midair. Nice job, Bosley. Bosley is known to have a very impressive toy collection. His favorite, though, is the one of Purdue Pete. Bosley's snack of choice would be the Oinkies Pigskin Twist Bones. Very nice choice, Bosley. So if you ever see this furry pooch walking around your neighborhood, be sure to congratulate Bosley on being this week's Dog of the Week.
The girls' cross-country team has won multiple state championships.
Studio Quarantine reporter Casey Bain is here to tell us more about their coach's success.
The girls' cross-country team finished a very impressive season last fall, winning the state competition for the second straight year. With this accomplishment, head coach Phil Yoder was named cross-country Coach of the Year. Yoder is very familiar with this award, winning it multiple times in the past, but Yoder humbly believes that much of the credit belongs to the runners and not just himself.
I guess I've been Coach of the Year a few times at the state level. Usually they just give those to whichever coach won the state meet, and our runners have done a good job of putting the work in, putting the training in, and they allow me to look pretty good. But they're the ones who put the hard work in. I'm just there to help guide them.
Yoder and the team won every invitational, along with winning sectionals for the 20th straight time, regionals for the 19th straight time, and semi-state for the 5th time in a row. Breaking records at this point appears to be an expectation from the cross-country program. Yoder is proud of the way the group has been able to perform.
One, I'm blessed to be part of a great program with the girls. They do a great job of allowing me just to coach, and they do what I say. There's not a lot of issues, and it's a lot of fun. They are very coachable and obviously very talented. So again, they make me look really good.
Along with his record-breaking cross-country program, he also finds work at Carroll Middle School as an Algebra 1 and college careers teacher. Yoder helps coach for the high school track team as well, hoping to bring the same level of success as the cross-country program.
Yoder and the girls team look to continue their success and championship streaks. For Studio 415, I'm Casey Bain.
That's all we have for this week. Thanks for watching.
We'll be releasing our next show next Thursday.
For Studio Quarantine, have a great week, Carroll.